Hey everybody, my name is Desmond. Um, I've neglected this channel for so long for streaming, but now I'm finally back, and I'm gonna play a whole game. I'm gonna do a whole Let's Play in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. And if Shin Megami Tensei sounds familiar to you, that's because you might have played Persona. A lot of people heard of that first there, but this is part of the main line. This is none of that Persona garbage. So we're going main line. I'll be at the third game, but you know, there's not really any spoilers. They don't really connect that well, just the first two. And even then, it's a huge fucking gap anyway. But anyway, we're doing this on hard mode. These games are known for being hard, so hard mode, you know it's real. And as always, Atlas has to express that the shit in here is not real. And thank Christ almighty that it isn't. Because that would be the worst thing imaginable. One of the worst things imaginable. And by the way, I'm just trying out this webcam thing for just the first episode. So if you don't like it, definitely say in the comments you don't like it, and it'll be gone. It'll be gone for the rest of this. Because I'm just trying it out. The world must first die for it to be born again. That's the only way to salvation as recorded in an ancient prophecy. The world will fall for its sins, and humans will all disappear. But I don't want you to meet the same fate. I want to help you hold on to your life. To do so, I need to know your name. Will you tell me who you are? Yes, I will, Miss Lady. Bam, bam, bam. Wow, Desmond Strumpf. Nickname? We're going with the Fist, and you'll see why. The nickname is actually the name they'll use in battle for you instead of using Strong or Desmond, because it's kind of stupid to see Strong as your battle name. I see. So your name is Desmond Strong. As of now, your will live shall be sustained. Believe in it and live. I will, Miss Lady. I'm glad you understand. The time is near. It will take place very soon. I am the nurturer of the next world. It's my duty to create the world that is to come. Now I want you to say my name out loud. Okay. Her name is Yuko Takao. I said Yuka, Yuko. Please don't rip me to shreds. That's right, my name is Yuko Takao. Desmond, I won't shed another tear, not even at the world's end. I'd like to see you in the next world, though. Go ahead and wake up. It's time. God, I love this game. I play this game at least. I play through this whole game once every summer, and I haven't done that this summer yet. Today being July 31st and summer almost being over. I have not done it yet, and I feel bad. I feel like I neglected it. Because ever since I bought this game back in, God, I think 2011, I've played it every summer. No, I think that was 2010. Summer 2010 when I bought it. You're late. You're way late, Desmond. You haven't forgot that we're going to visit Miss Tako, have you? Hurry up and get over to Yoyogi Park. You're wasting my quality time. It's from your classmate. Enter his name. Isamu Nita. And he shall stay that way. I don't care if you come or not, but Miss Tako is nice to me when you're around. Oh yeah, you better make sure you look nice with her. How about the jacket you bought the other day? You know, the one with the demon graphic on it. You're just the mood maker. Don't forget that. That guy's got the hots for teacher, and he can't talk to her unless I'm around. So he's got the hots, but does not have the balls. I have his balls. And basically all I'm doing is go giving them to him. Short little cuts in here. Customer? Are you heading to Yoyogi Park too? After the incident, we've had a lot of looky-loos, but not so many customers. Man, I've had a lot of free time on my hands. Huh? Are you saying you haven't heard the news? Well, what's going on? How should I put this? Yesterday there was a riot at the park. If you want the details, you can check the giant screen. A bunch of people were killed. You could hear the sirens wailing all night long. I'm sorry about that. I was just so bored. I needed someone to talk to. And that's how he gets over his boredom. He tells me, someone going to the park, that, you know, a bunch of people died at this park. It's like, thanks, man. I didn't have any business there at all. And if you see me look down, I'm very distracted while I'm making this video. Because the thing is, I've played this game 1,000 times. I know what to do for this first part most often, but I'm distracted because right now there's a Smash 4 tournament going on. I'm very invested in that scene. I'm very invested in the Smash 4 scene, yet I don't play competitively. I play Melee more than Smash 4 at a competitive level, and I'm playing Street Fighter and King of Fighters. It's odd. I watch Smash 4 all the time. Don't play it, though. What's up, kid? Oh, what happened here? Well, this is what they said on TV. The clash between a well-known company and a civic organization results in deaths. But those who live on the fringe say that it was a struggle between two opposing cults. Your cell phone started to ring. Ring, ring. Isn't that your phone ringing? Hey, Desmond, it's me. I finally got a hold of you. What have you been doing all this time? This is a different classmate. This one's a lady friend, and her name will oh, wow, kill me. Her name shall remain Chiaki Hayasaka, and she is a cutie. Don't like her whole denim outfit though. It looks kind of stupid, but she's got a pretty face. I could see if it was Isamu, but you're never late. Did something happen? Where are you now? Yoyogi Park? Well, I didn't say anything. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, in case you're new to this game or series, the protagonists are all silent, basically. They do grunts every now and then, but they never speak, never in cutscenes. You make their choices for them. And for this game, specifically in the mainline series and this game, the choices you make lead up to your ending, because you get locked into a side, either law or chaos or neutrality. So the choices I make actually matter, and that will affect my ending. So yeah, I'm sorry, but can you come directly to the hospital? You know which hospital it is. Yeah, Shinjuku Medical Center. Just go east from the station and you can't miss it. Oh well, I wanted to talk to Mr. Tako about what I should do after graduation anyway. I'll be there ASAP. Thanks. I'm not planning on staying there long. Okay, man. See you later. She hung up. Hey, wait a minute. You're going to the medical center? That's where I'm headed to. What a coincidence. Here, take this. This issue isn't out yet. You don't know what happened here, right? Then you probably don't know what kind of place that hospital is either. The report on the Gaia cult and the scripture of Miroku. It's an interesting read. I got an issue of Ayasaka Monthly. I wish I could actually read that. That'd be cool. That'd be just a nice touch. I mean, sure, it'd probably be repeat pages and be 5 pages long, but it'd still be cool anyway. You wouldn't normally associate a hospital with the occult, but that place is different. False info is pretty common in the occult industry. If it does turn out to be wrong, just laugh it off, okay? Well, I'd better be going. My name's HUUGE. If we ever meet again, let me know what you thought about my article. Sure will, pal. Mostly because you're the only other black dude in Japan, and I feel like I can trust you, because you don't know where you are either. Alright, so there's Shinjuku. Like I said, played this game 1,000 times, so at least for this first part I won't be using a guide, but I'm going for a very specific ending, so I will be using a guide. So I'm just going to lay that out there right now. If I look like I know exactly what I'm doing, that's because I read it beforehand. Desmond, you finally made it. You know, the hospital, it's a little strange. There's nobody here, not a single person. Look, even the reception desk is empty. I love the atmosphere of the start of the game in this hospital. It's super eerie. Like, these games aren't horror games, but like, they set up a sense of despair and dread because they're apocalyptic in nature. And this sets up the tone for the rest of the game. This just first part. It's really good. It's really eerie. Isamu's looking for Miss Tako right now. He hasn't come back yet, though. He better not be off fooling around. Hey, what's that magazine? Some guy gave it to me. You got it from a stranger? Come on, you should know better than that. We're almost graduated. I think I have better judgment than that. It's just a book. Ayakashi Monthly. I've never heard of it before. What? It's an occult magazine. Why would you bring something like that here? Well, I guess it might help me kill some time. Desmond, can you go look for Isamu? If we can't find Miss Takao, then I don't want to stay here another minute longer. And you'd be right not to. In fact, you'd be lucky not to stay. He should be on the second floor, where the patients' rooms are. I'll wait here. Oh yeah, let me borrow this magazine. Thanks! Oh, I didn't get to read it. I'm not going to either. Elevators are cool, clever little loading screens. I just like that you can see yourself in it, instead of just being a black loading screen. Okay, I have to... This part's kind of stupid. You have to try to enter a building over here. Well, you gotta walk this way to find your friend over there. But even if you did the same thing, if you went over there, he would just be on this side of the hallway. So if you did 2 playthroughs, things like, oh, I'll just find him this time. Maybe we'll get a different scene. Nah, it doesn't work that way. He just ends up on the other side, even if you know where to go. I don't know what the game's trying to teach you with that. But it just does that. It's just a time waster. Oh, look how cool he is. Dude, you scared the crap out of me. Desmond, why'd you startle me like that? You come here late, you cause trouble? Fuck! Ah, forget it. I'm sure you noticed already, but man, this place is deserted. I called Miss Takao and double-checked, though. She said Shinjuku Medical Center. Maybe something happened. They could have at least put up a notice or something so visitors aren't clueless. This place better not be contaminated by some deadly virus. I checked out most of this place. I don't know where else Miss Takao could be. Oh well. I'll go back and see how Chiaki's doing. She's probably all mad at me because I've been gone so long. It's hard to please a girl with her upbringing. See you in a bit, Desmond. I really hope that this is nothing we should be worried about. Oh, me too. But seriously, man. If you guys are in SMT at all and you just haven't played this one yet, if you played Persona and you have not played this game yet, pick this game up. I would recommend SMT 1 and 2, but they're just not beginner friendly, especially not SMT 1. It's just, good God. There were so many oversights in that game. It's like, I mean, play it, but just like, the game has some issues, and you see them once you start playing. I don't care how much a fan you think you are to this fan base, that game has some problems, and good Lord is it tough. I mean, they fixed a lot of things, and SMT 2 is a much better game, but good Lord, SMT 1 was a mess of a game. Oh, you're back. Desmond. You know that special report at the beginning of the magazine? Well, it says some things that are a little disturbing. According to the report, there's a group of demon worshippers who call themselves the Gaia Cult. They're right here in Japan. Anyway, they believe in this book of prophecy called the Scripture of Miroku. In that book, it says that chaos will befall the world, and these people are actually trying to make that happen. The reporter wasn't able to learn what it meant by chaos. It could be worldwide terrorism or some other tragedy, but... Long pause. No luck finding Miss Takao. I even checked the men's room. I don't think we needed to know that. We're in the middle of a conversation, so please save the details for later. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, read this part. A hospital on the east side of Shinjuku is closely linked to their plan. Let me guess, that ends with more to come in our next issue, right? You know, this could be the hospital that they're referring to. I heard weird stories about this place. Things like they experiment on patients and how a psychic got scared and ran out of here. There was also one about the hospital being under the influence of some cult. Really? I haven't heard those things before. Maybe we shouldn't have come. I don't normally take this kind of magazine too seriously, but there's definitely something wrong with this hospital. Yeah, there's no one here. I'm worried about Miss Takao. Hey, let's look around some more. If we don't find anything, then at least we'll know that there's nothing bad here. It looks like you can access the annex from the second floor. I'll go take a look. Here you go, Desmond. You can use it to search the basement. You obtain the ID card. I don't know how he got that thing, because it's not explained how he got that at all. Why don't you search the basement yourself? You're not scared, are you? Of course not. I'm sure she's not down there. That's why I'm having Desmond go. All Desmond needs to do is confirm that Miss Takao isn't in the basement. It's my duty to see her in person. If something does happen, Desmond, just run like hell, alright? I can't believe him sometimes. But now I'm worried about Miss Takao. We should make sure she's okay. We'll do. I'll go to the super creepy basement. The basement is creepy as all get out, though. Like, not even gonna lie. That is a terrifying place to be. I know if I found myself there. Ooh. One cool little fact about this game, the buildings that are in this game, they're very closely designed after what they are in real life. Like, if you go to Ikebukuro in this game, it looks so similar to the real Ikebukuro, and it's really cool to see the comparisons. And this game just looks nice. It's all nice and cel-shaded. It's a really good-looking PS2 game. You can hear eerie sounds from the room when you enter the room. This is one of my favorite scenes in the game, because the backdrop of this scene is just so cool. I love this scene so much. This is the scene where I knew I was going to like this game, because this was actually my very first SMT game. I bought this and Persona 3 the same exact time in like 2010. And I played this one first, and once I saw this scene, I'm like, oh, I'm going to love this game. Who dares to disrupt this stillness? How irritating. A well-known poet once said, April is the cruelest month. Why? Because it is then that one must wake up from a long sleep and face the barren world. Looking back on the past, it is evident that the history of mankind is comprised by meaningless events. The worthless overgrowth of a civilization blind to its sins. Continuous bloodshed and war, and thousands of years of repeating the same mistakes again and again. The world must start over from the beginning. The way to salvation was foretold in the scripture of Moroku. When the day is the day, the prophecy shall be fulfilled. The old world will sink like a setting sun, and the new world will arise in its place. Who are you? From what I remember, you're not one of our followers who survived the purge at the park. An acquaintance of Miss Takao? Come to think of it, this was a hospital, wasn't it? I see, you came to visit her. However, even a pebble creates ripples when cast in water. I do feel pity for you, but your life ends here. And this is the best part of the scene. The music queuing up, the summoning. It's just so nice and eerie looking. Do not fear. All the inhabitants of this world will follow before long. Your time has come just a bit sooner, that's all. Well, we're about to scrap, homie. Fool. No one can overcome their fate. Stop! And there's Teach to save the day. What? Can't you let one person go? It should have absolutely no effect on our plan. The insignificance of the gesture makes no difference. I will not allow any exceptions. If you don't save him, we'll stop cooperating with you. You see that eyebrow that got him? Look at that widow's peak, damn! Such a troublesome maiden. Well, I'll leave the teaching to the teacher. Please leave this room. I would like to enjoy this blissful end in solitude. Desmond, I'll be waiting for you on the roof. We'll have a good view of the city from there. Come, see with your own eyes. Witness that which will change the world. Now, this part on the roof is really messed up. Like, I'll explain it to you after it happens, because it won't be 100% clear what you're looking at, but I'll explain it when the cutscene's over. It's really nuts, and remember how I said this series is apocalyptic? Well, you'll see what I mean by that. Someone's up ahead. Little boy and an old lady. What's wrong, my little master? Oh, you wondering about that person over there? And then he whispers sweet nothing in her ears. I see, my. But we're busy at the moment. Let's come back later. And if they seem important, that's because they are. Look at that. There's just blood on the ground. Something happened in the hospital. And something worse is about to happen in the hospital. Well, actually, no. The hospital will be fine. But I'm not sure I can say the same for the places outside of the hospital. This is also a nice scene, too. Hi, Desmond. Because this is you'll see a lot of color here, and it's actually nice. It's really clean. Hi, Desmond. I'm glad I made it in time back there in the basement. I wouldn't want you to fall prey to a demon. You heard what Ikawa said, right? The world is about to be engulfed by chaos. It's called the Conception, the rebirth of the world, an event which no human has ever witnessed. Everyone outside of this hospital will perish. I doubt anyone would approve of such a terrible thing, but even if we let this old world continue to exist, it would eventually lose all of its power. The world must first die for it to be born again, and I alone would carry the burden of its sin. No, I don't have any regrets. You came here led by fate, and it is your fate that you will live through the conception. It may actually be more painful than death. But I believe in you. Desmond, please find me. No matter how the world changes, I'll be your strength. As the Maiden, I'll take part in the creation of the new world. I'm sure that I'll be able to provide you with guidance. I know it's difficult for you to understand, but we're out of time. Desmond, if you can find me on your own, I promise that I'll tell you everything, the answers to all your questions, and what my true feelings are. So, you're about to witness the catastrophe they're talking about. And it's a very unnatural catastrophe because it is caused by man. So it just kind of sucks. Someone who wanted this, someone wanted this to happen, and that's why this catastrophe is happening. So that thing in the middle, that's going to be important for the rest of the game. So check out what's happening right now. So, that white sphere we saw, that's known as Magatsui. And that's what the demons, well, that's what I will crave for power. Oops, Axel spoiled that. Well, it's SMT. You know it's about demons. That's a source of power for a lot of stuff. And basically what's happening to the world, that first wave you saw was human life just being completely eradicated. And what's happening now, Japan just became a spiral. Like, Japan is essentially its own little entrapment around that thing. So the world was curving up around it. That is at the center of the world now. And everything else is around and outside of that. You have nothing in your heart, not even a hint of reason. For the one who will shape the world, this cannot be. Go and discover yourself. So basically he's telling me that I have a chance to recreate the world in a vision that I want. So good news, right? And by the way, I know someone's going to point this out in the comment section, but this little black line over there on the left side of the screen, I know it's there. I don't know why it's there. I'll hope that it's gone, and I'll try to fix it by the time part 2 comes out. But I could not get that thing to go away before I started this recording, so you'll have to bear with that for this one episode. Well, okay, we're back to the old woman and the little boy. It is my honor to tell you that my little master has shown an interest in you. Poor human, he wants to give you a special gift. It is vital that you receive this gift. Please do not move. It will only hurt for an instant. And I don't believe that. This is going to sound gross as hell, by the way. This will make you a demon. So that thing had to dig in through my eyeball. That's what that... It gives me the power and makes me a demon. But like I said, it went in through my eyeball. And I don't know what it's feeding on. Might be my brain, something. But it's just sitting around in my body. And look how cool I look now. I somehow lost my jacket in the process, but I got a horn and sweet tattoos. Magatama, the essence of demonic power. You have now joined the ranks of demons. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. My little master is always watching you, so don't bore him. You obtain the Magatama Marogare. From the command menu, well, yeah, I just press square and I can equip them. So, the Magatama, they're like equipment. You don't get weapons or armor in this game. These things will act as equipment for you. As you level up, these things will learn more skills, whether they be magic or support or healing, but physical. Just let you know, the build I'm going is going to be physical. I won't be using attacks, and I'll have some support skills. I mean, I won't be using magic, and I'll have some support skills, but this is going to be mostly a physical build. And so right now, this one gives me +2 strength, +2 vitality, which is health, and then you got magic, agility, and luck. But yeah, these will act as the equipment, since there is no real equipment in this game. That's all I got. And now I'm in the real first dungeon, the Shinjuku Medical Center. And that room that the demon was in before, that's a terminal room. Those are going to be, well, you'll see in a second. It'll basically explain what it is after this cutscene. And look, it's HUUGE from the park. Somehow he survived. So that implies he made it to the hospital in time. Because everybody in the hospital survived. This is the only place where life was going to be sustained. Wait a minute, aren't you that kid I met at the park? What happened to you? I'm not sure. I see. Well, at least you still think like a human. So, what the hell is going on? All of a sudden I was blinded by a bright light, and the next thing I knew I was here in this room. I took a quick look around, and it looks like I'm in a hospital. Since you're here too, does that mean this is Shinjuku Medical Center? Anyways, as much as I want to know what's going on out there, I don't think it's safe for me to be walking around. By the way, have you come across any yet? Any what? Well, they're definitely not human. My guess is they're demons. My strange experience, your new look, and these weird creatures. I don't think the police will be able to help us here. Damn. I might have to seriously reconsider the possibility. It's hard to believe, but if this is Shinjuku Medical Center, then I just can't rule it out. The conception could have occurred for real. I've seen this barrel-like object somewhere before. If my memory serves me right, it belongs to a man named Hikawa. He must have something to do with all this. Standing here talking won't get us anywhere. If you're strong enough to fight those demons, then will you gather information for me? I tried talking to what looked like a ghost, but it didn't have much luck. What's happening to the world? Are there other humans out there? We can only learn the answers to these questions by finding somebody else. I wish I could do it myself, but I don't think I'd last very long against these demons. Besides, I'd like to spend some time studying this object. Oh my god, I'm tripping over words so bad. Shoot me in the brain. I'm counting on you. So these rooms, these are going to be save stations. We're going to lead over that. I'm not playing that file. Damn. Alright. But with that, though, I'm going to give some blue balls and finish there. Right as the game starts, I stopped the first episode. But I just want to get that out the way. So, I'm going to go ahead and like the first part. I'm probably going to keep narrating, so if you don't like the narrating, too bad. There's no voice acting in the game, so someone's got to do it. And I just feel like it's appropriate for a game with no voice acting. It might get you into it more. But tell me if you don't like the camera. Only there for experimentation. If you don't like it, I will get rid of it for the next episode. I'll get rid of that black line on the left side of the video. And thanks for watching, folks. And I'm sorry I neglected this channel for so long. All 50,000 parts of this Let's Play will be just on YouTube. No Twitch. My ISP recently just fucked my upload speed, so streaming on Twitch is really hard now, because my streams just drop, or they look like they were recorded by a toaster and a potato. So I'll be doing a lot more YouTube uploads, a lot more regular uploads. So if you're still subscribed to the channel, good on you. There's more stuff coming. So once again, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with part 2 very soon of SMT 3. Good night, folks.